right, we've gathered around because I think many of us here have a higher education to pay for at some point. I mean, right?
To pay for it, we have a higher education.
Well, we have a higher education. We're not using it. We're paying for it every day, aren't we? Look, the state of the economy being what it is, student loans are harder and harder to keep up with. So what do you do when your investment in your education just doesn't yield the returns to pay it back? That's why our expert, our financial expert, our guru, Harvey Warren is here, and he's going to show us that there is a light at the end of the student loan tunnel. All right, so how long does it take people to typically pay, on average, to pay back a loan?
Well, the standard loan repayment program is 10 years. It takes some people forever. I mean, that's the big controversy that's
like
about
a mortgage,
this.
Almost,
Yeah, kind of worse than a mortgage. You can get out of a mortgage, you can't get out of a student loan.
Really?
Why not?
Well,
Why can't you get out of a student loan?
Well, that's a long story.
File bankruptcy?
Well, no, you can't. That's the thing. You know, it was very clever. All the attorneys went to school, got their degrees, and they said, gee, we're 26, 27, we're out of school. Let's file for BK. 10 years on our credit report, we're 36, we're making lots of money. Why pay back that 200 grand and we can just go bankrupt?
Oh, that's
So Congress stepped in and said, no, wait a second, that's not cool. There'll be no money left for education if that goes on. So we're taking the statute of limitations off these debts. Now you can have to repay a loan forever. You have to repay your student loan. But we have a solution for that.
Okay. All right. Well, so I could be 85 and still be paying back my student loan.
You could be.
You could be. You're almost there.
Do you know that 42%? Ba-da-boom. You know that 42% of the people, to your comment earlier, 42% of the people that went to school are not in a profession or using their college degree.
Really?
42%.
42%.
Did you guys? Are you what you went to school for? Doing you're living the dream?
Sociology, and I'm not a sociologist.
No.
I just wanted to play football and.
And you are.
And look at now you're here on our couch.
There you go.
I'm using mine for broadcast journalism.
Me too.
Yeah.
Up top. Up
There you go,
top.
there you
There
go.
it is.
I went to drama school to learn how to have a good American accent.
Yes,
That's not working.
Okay, now, Lynn, what should you do, though, if you cannot pay your student loan back?
Well, here's the problem. Nobody really knows how to go and call up their lender and say, here's my problem, can you please help me? This is just like the credit card stuff we talked about.
Yeah.
You need to call your lender and say, hey, I can't pay this bill. I just don't have the money. The degree that you promised me was going to make me all this money just isn't delivering for me.
What are they going to say to you?
Well, we have a deferment for you, and we have a forbearance for you.
Which explains.
But there's a third thing that they have that they will never tell you about.
Can you go back to those two? Forbearance.
Yeah, I mean, this becomes really complicated financial stuff.
In broad, like I'm a second grader.
Okay, forbearance means we're going to pay it, so at some point you're going to have to pay it plus interest, which means the loan's going to get bigger.
Already on the interest that I'm paying?
Yeah.
On top? Really?
It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. A deferment means we're going to let it ride for a little while, let you catch your breath, and then we're going to get to paying it back.
Without interest?
Without interest.
Okay. And what was that other thing?
Forbearance.
The third thing.
The third thing, the secret thing.
What is the secret?
Now, you won't find it on the websites, and people don't talk about it, but it's an IBR plan, which stands for Income Based Repayment Plan. It's a rather new thing that came up because people realized that if your income wasn't adequate to repay the loan, how do you deal with that? How do you work with people on it? And what they said is, okay, show us your tax return. Let's see what you are making. We've helped many people cut down their student loan payments from $300-400 a month to literally zero.
How come people don't know about this?
Because lenders like to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, isn't there some kind of law that's against the law? Don't you? Isn't there disclosure?
Well, no. You need to know how to ask.
All right. So
that's why we're here.
Where do we go to get this information?
Just call your lender. You call up your lender and say, hey, I'm on a deferment or I'm on a forbearance, and I think I want to change my plan. And that's one of the questions we have a little bit later.
Yeah.
I want to change my plan. Can you help me with that? And they're going to go, well, what do you want to do? Say, I want an IBR plan. I want to see if I qualify.
What does IBR stand for?
Income-based repayment plan.
Okay, so based on your income. Okay.
That's how you qualify, basically.
Yeah, you got to show them your tax return. And you say, look, I had hoped to make $80,000 a year when I got out of school. Right. I'm making 40.
Okay.
So I can't pay this $400 a month. It just doesn't work.
And will they do it?
Yes.
Do they have to do it?
Well, here's the thing.
Can you make them do it?
Can you make them?
If you don't,
if you're not paying your, look, right now, 12% of all student loans are in default, which means they haven't been paid in over a year. Another 33% are delinquent. They're late over 90 days. So when you know that there's that much trouble in the student loan market, the lender has a choice to make. Either we're going to let everything go delinquent, or we're going to help people to pay what they really can pay, not what we want them to pay.
All right, so I'm going to turn to the government and say, help me. Are there plans there that they can?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like what?
Well, you can go to studentaid.ed.com. and studentaided.gov, I'm sorry, studentaided.gov, and there you'll find a lot of different programs that the government, the Department of Education offers in order to help you with your loans.
Okay.
But you got to go and ask. It's better to call them and talk to them.
Okay. You know, because we're so used to just getting on the web and going to the website and trying to.
You need a real person.
You need to really talk with them
Yeah.
about setting this stuff up.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I learned that from you about the credit card stuff too, you know.
Did it work for you?
Well, I didn't need to do it, fortunately, but I mean, I learned that about it. But I'm not the only one with questions. I know we've
But lots
lined
of questions,
our usual suspects
So-
up, and they've come loaded.
So when we come back, we're going to
With
find out the
questions.
best way not to get into a student loan debt in the first place.
Yes,
We'll be right
Matt.
back.
Sorry.